Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Maybe I'm Just Not Getting It. I'm your podcast host, Robert Davis. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we get started on today's episode, just wanted to give my normal spiel. Follow me on social media. Instagram is RTD underscore III. Facebook, Robert Trey Davis III. Sometimes I'll post stuff about the podcast on there, so definitely give me a follow. And also make sure to follow, subscribe, whatever to the to the podcast. It is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. If you listen to it in any other platform, just let me know, and I'll try to put it up on there. With that being said, we'll get into the episode. So, with today's episode, this is going to be kind of a unique one. Wanted to talk about something that I think is relevant to kind of all aspects of life. Well, I say relevant to all aspects of life, but I think it's something that everybody can relate to. And kind of wanted to talk about, I guess, not to make it sound weird, but friendship and how those changes over time, how they start. Just kind of friend groups, and especially amongst males, I think that's a very interesting concept about how males and their friends interact and the things that they go through as a friend group. And I thought to myself, who better in this particular instance to talk about this subject with, other than my own friends themselves. So, with that being said, try to do this in the most, I guess, school diplomatic way possible. I'm going to go through and introduce everybody on the call real quick. I'm going to go through this one at a time, y'all. Want y'all to give just kind of name and
And man, we
time.
ain't doing this the school way, bro. We ain't doing this the school way.
I see. So so Chris, you can start. Give me your name, when me and you first met, and a quick fact about yourself.
Man, I met you back in '98, bro. You know what? Probably legit '98. I don't
Yeah,
know if but yeah. Because I ain't meet you in elementary. I met you in like middle
we met
school.
in sixth grade.
Yeah, middle school.
Okay. And let's see. Next up,
Oh, my
Casey.
goodness.
Oh,
'Cause- oh, yeah.
okay. So next up, Casey.
Yo, my bad. I was trying to drive in on mute, but yeah, I'm Casey. Shit, I met you in 2008, oh 07, oh 06. Not before that.
It might have been.
Yeah, about oh 06, I'd say. Oh 06, oh 07.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, great.
All right. Next up, we got Dunk. What's good, bro? You on? Oh, okay.
What's up, my boy? My name Derek, you know what I'm saying? Affectionately known as Dunk, you know what I'm saying? Known you since what, sixth grade?
Yeah.
Long time, man.
Been a long time, bro.
Boy, you my boy. You
Exactly.
my, you my, can I say this word? You my nigga, if you don't get no bigger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All
All
right.
right.
We're getting there. The
Family
next,
opinion.
let's see. Next up, we got Ian. What's good?
What's up, man? You might as well skip the formalities because you done met about everybody in sixth grade.
Yeah, that is.
Me, Dom, Chris, everybody except maybe Ricky and Byrd.
Yeah, that is true. Y'all started in sixth grade for the most part.
Yeah, man.
And next up, we got Byrd. Brandon, what's good, man?
Brandon, the Brandon called me Byrd. I've known you my entire life, but being technical, say since December 1991.
Yeah, that is true.
In the bathtub.
And and last up, we got Rick. What's good, man? No.
My bad, technical difficulties. I'm
I'm
Ricky,
about to say sleep.
this guy sitting in Costco being sold. Hey man, I met you
You
in
the one
second
been
grade,
here with
man. It's been a while.
anime shit going on at
All
this time.
right. So what we gonna do is at this point we'll start the show. We have 7 of our that is 11 in our friend group in total. So we have 7 people here. And so to start, I wanted to ask kind of a question to all y'all and kind of jump in how you want to. Because and something I wanted to ask, like friendship is something that I suppose that everybody kind of seeks out and needs in a degree, but rarely anybody talks about like how that actually works. So like in asking y'all this question, kind of like what makes this friend group work in your opinion? Like what kind of goes into it?
I was trying to unmute you. Um, I guess I'll go. It's everybody being their own person, man. Everybody different in this friend group. So it kind of balances out everything. Everybody different. Everything kind of meshed together. We all mix.
Mm, everybody do their own thing, but we still tap in and shit. Like, you know, like for instance, me and Chris have sons the same age, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
Chris coaches football. His son plays football. My son plays football. So I don't know, just kind of shit like that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it brings us back together, I guess. What I'm trying to say.
I
I would
got
say
that.
from the outside looking in during the childhood late, you guys have we have an unexplainable loyalty to each other. And as Casey put it as well, we all have parts that kind of bounce each other out. We are the perfect group of serious, goofy, unfunny group of young men that from the always running.
I'm gonna also jump in and say that Byrd, after it's been like 12 to 15 years, you got to stop with all this
Still,
outside looking in bullshit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, born there in '98, so I got to make it the last time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you came in later than everybody, but you knew when everybody had hair. So it's like it's been long enough, bro.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
Talk about
But
that.
you know what I'm saying?
I had a turn and say you ain't wrong when you're right.
But to also answer the question, I also feel like what makes friendship work is that we ain't gotta really beat around the bush with each other,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like is where a lot of people miss the plot. It's like, folks get kind of caught up in their own feelings. And maybe that comes with knowing each other for so long that we know when we are or are not playing. Very rarely are we not playing. But
But
we can be up front and it be accepted, received,
Accepted,
and
received, yeah.
yeah, and it not get blown out of proportion.
Okay.
be ourselves with each other.
Do you believe that there are, well, not even do you believe? I know like friend groups have like roles generally, and not like roles like each person got a job, but like generally just like personality. Each person has like a different personality in the group. And so one thing I wanted to ask is how would you describe your role?
That's a trick question. I feel like we should describe other people's roles because ain't nobody gonna tell the truth about themselves.
Okay, well describe somebody else's role.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, boss.
I think that makes Ricky the funny one.
Okay. I can understand that.
I'm gonna call Chris the organizer.
Yeah, he's definitely the lifeblood of the party trying to be at least. I agree with that one for sure.
Casey, what you think? You over there
I feel like
pondering?
I'm the funny. Fuck Rick.
Hey, you know I'm about to, as soon as I can get out this building. I'm lighting y'all up. Y'all are hit on some bull. I ain't had a chance to get my interjection in yet.
Yeah, Rob, go ahead and take everybody off of mute once they out of wherever they at.
Y'all can come off mute as long as you don't talk. As long as we don't have 15 people, 7 people trying to talk at one time, we're fine. Because they was in the meeting room, I didn't want to be on. But yeah, like the role of your group. I mean, I think like everybody has
Coming to play for me, Milo.
everybody has a
Oh,
specific.
he's 11-12. Dang,
All
you
right,
ain't.
mute him out. Mute him back. Never mind. I take it back.
Like everybody has a specific role, I think, and everybody goes through like everybody. I guess in terms of just like similar to like a TV show of a band or a gang or anything like that. It's like each specific person. Like I don't know particularly what.
What
Casey, I
would
don't
you
know.
say roles are? Like, if you list out a series of roles that generic folks might have? Because I don't know. I can't really.
You
I
have
think
like.
one.
Go ahead.
Oh, my fault, Rob. I
No,
think
go
one that
ahead.
everybody can relate to is like Casey. He's our reformed friend. We had a big party for him when he came home. He was locked up a long time, and we missed him. He came out. We showed him love, man. So I think that's something a lot of people can relate to this day and age.
I was happy
Hey,
when I came home, man.
we really did have a coming home party for you, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
We need a.
Fresh off the U-Haul. Fresh off
Came
the
home
U-Haul.
with a white tee and some gray sweatpants, like he just took the picture in the lobby.
I took
We
my
showed him nothing but love.
to the mall. I said, he was asking all kinds of questions. I said, "Hey, bro, get fresh. As soon as we get back, it's up."
So you have things like that. Like the funny one, the instigator, the goofy one, the
Crash out.
what do they say? I don't want to say what do they do when they do like the boy band? The smart one, the
Like a smart one.
I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
the smart one.
smart one, nigga.
You said what?
I
I
don't
said
think I'm
Rob
getting
is
out.
smart.
Right. Mr. JD.
But the other question I wanted to ask in regard to that is, what do you value? Like, if somebody would ask you, what do you value from this friend group? What would you say?
Accountability.
That's one thing you value from it. That's one thing you feel like comes from it.
I feel like, and I know I can already see Chris is plotting. I see it on his face. But I feel like we can hold each other accountable to some degree.
Yeah,
We might not necessarily follow that accountability, but I appreciate the fact that I know if I come in here on some bullshit, I'm gonna get called out on it.
Oh, definitely.
I appreciate the fact that y'all let me be distant, bro. Cause like it's times where I might, you know what I'm saying, I don't really talk too often. You feel me? But it's still the same love when I do come back around and shit. Like it's been multiple times where I've disappeared. You feel me? But it's still the same love. Y'all still embrace me the same, still show me the same love and shit. And I really
Don't
appreciate that.
that's
No
because it's
bullshit.
you. Because every time I go ghost, I catch some bullshit for it.
Oh, y'all must couldn't hear me, huh?
And you see how he laughing, right? That's how you know.
Only because it's PTSD, nigga.
Hey, you couldn't hear me, huh?
From back in the day,
No, we
nigga.
couldn't.
we can hear everybody. We can hear you, Chris.
Oh, no, okay. Because you was talking about that accountability. Boy, I was laughing in your face when you said that, Ian.
I could tell. We couldn't hear you, but your face was red, boy.
I be on all y'all neck. Whether you go ghost or not, I be on your neck.
I don't know, boy.
That's why it's accountability.
That's why I appreciate it, exactly.
And so,
Yeah, for sure.
It
and so,
might
honestly,
not be delivered properly.
Yeah.
I
Chris
always
is the
deliver
most honest
properly.
motherfucker in the world. I appreciate that.
It's how you receive it. It's not how I deliver it. It's your problem.
That's facts.
mm, And so like I think that's one
Yeah, see that?
reason.
See, he don't like that. He don't receive it well either. See.
I think all I do is receive criticism well. Like that's part of my job. I'm fine. But why I think that brings up a good point on why this matters though. I think that accountability feeling, that feeling of like we can be, we can come in, we can be ourselves. We don't have to be like up on top of each other or anything like that.
507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or
Byrd,
reduce what you owe to
we
the
know it's you.
IRS. Generous programs are now
Oh,
available.
No, it's done.
to give you a fresh start.
So what? Oh, the radio.
somebody-
My bad. My
yeah.
bad. My bad.
I say, boy, you don't know how to get home over that GPS and direction to get to the crib. You
Nah,
lost.
Dunk got sponsorship.
Yeah.
Dunk sponsored by
Somebody
Quiet
got something to
Storm.
stand on.
But
Motherfucker.
one thing I wanted to
Go
ask
ahead.
y'all was that well, not even ask y'all in terms of that, but yeah, actually ask y'all. Because one thing that I believe why this conversation matters on like friendships and stuff is I think there are a lot of examples of like unhealthy friend groups, or I mean, especially amongst men. I think it's a lot of examples of niggas that bring each other down, or niggas that do not serve any good purpose for one another. And I wanted to ask your opinion, like, well, in your opinion, what makes a friend group unhealthy? Or like, what's an example? Like, how have you seen that? Or what makes this one healthy compared to ones that you think are unhealthy?
Just
I would say the amount of honesty that
I
we
don't
have
know,
with
because
each
every
other.
time I say something, y'all be calling me a hater. So I feel like y'all be making me feel like I bring the
No,
good.
you're not a hater.
just
You just be an asshole sometimes. You be brash.
I think you can't take the same amount of criticism that you give.
ooh, I like
Because
that.
Yeah.
you be hurt when we call you out, but you'll call somebody out in a second.
Yeah, like jealousy.
I was about to
Make,
say, but
Ain't nobody here. I don't think nobody
bro, I
here
be
jealous
around
of
some
each other.
niggas, bro. Like, yeah, but it's some niggas that I be around, bro. Like, niggas really be hating on their mans on the low, bro. I'm gonna be real. Whether
Oh,
it be about a
yeah,
bitch or be about some other shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
it's
it
really
ain't.
the
I ain't never
opposite.
seen. I ain't never witnessed none of that with your niggas.
It's really the opposite of what we said that make a good friendship with us. Like, just, making niggas be held accountable, holding niggas accountable. Again, it might not be delivered the way you want to hear it, but it still get out there. It ain't nobody walking on eggshells with nobody goddamn faking it, acting like, oh, nah, I don't want to say this. Nah, niggas is saying it.
That's exactly what it is. It ain't no fucking faking it, bro.
Ain't no faking
A
it.
lot of niggas
Like,
be faking it with each other.
if we mad at each other and we ain't fucking with each other, we don't speak to each other, and then later on down the road, we'll talk about it. And if we don't talk about it, we just gonna move on. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, I'll call y'all out and call y'all weird.
which is
You gonna let
needed. You
you
need
gonna
that
let your man you
balance.
gonna let your man's bully you like that in the chat? You just gonna sit there and take it?
it's an
Yeah,
instigator,
All
nigga.
that shit.
That's just the
yeah, that's the
action.
instigator. That's the
Why
instigator
you
right there.
being weird,
Yeah,
bro?
that's
Say it.
that's the instigator role right there, right? Yeah, okay. And so like I think we kind of covered the next point I wanted to bring in terms of just like the core elements of it. I think it is to where, the jealous, I mean the core elements of what makes a strong friend group. I think it is that sense of trust and accountability and honesty amongst each other. I think it is where there is a lack of jealousy, because I agree with you. I think a lot of niggas do be jealous of each other. Not in this group. I think in general, like a lot of niggas be jealous of people within their own group. And also I think just quite honestly, a lot of niggas don't like each other. Like just in general, like like a lot of niggas be hanging with niggas they genuinely just don't like. And I think those are, just elements. So I think, just having a general, not to make it sound weird, but a general want to be around each other, but a general liking of each other. Um,
Oh,
yeah, but no pause on that. On top of everything else, I think are kind of those elements, those core building blocks. But one thing I wanted to ask, in terms of it, like we've all been friends for a long time now, at least over 10 years at a base, 15 most likely. So how has that changed over time, in your opinion? Because obviously we're not the same people that we were in high school or when we were in college or, it's like right out of high school or anything like that. So the question would be how, in your opinion, how has that changed over time?
We all have lives now. We used to hang out every fucking day, smoke weed, meet women, that type of thing. Now we all matured,
That we got
grown,
Everybody got families and shit,
yeah, got families and shit. We really got
kids and
lives out
shit.
here, bro.
Yeah.
Everything got to be coordinated now. Like we can't just up and do like we used to. Like everything got to be planned out, organized. Just y'all got to find the time to get up with each other because all our schedules is shit. Well, mine is y'all niggas straight.
Oh,
Y'all Monday through Friday.
And I think that, yeah, I'm actually kind of walk right into the next part of that real, because I think that's true that, it's changed over. A lot of it has just become age responsibilities and things like that. I mean, just in terms of being different people now.
yeah.
And
more so like because I feel like I know what you're trying to go with. Everybody took that family role wrong. Obviously, we got lives, but I'm saying like Trent ain't on the phone, but we're gonna pick Trent because Trent is a perfect example. Trent ain't do nothing but play the game all the time, all the time. He
yeah,
ain't never go outside. He ain't never do nothing. But now, he outside doing his own thing, and like a lot of us done like a bunch of immature stuff, be wilding. But we lock in now. Now we like you can see a different side of everybody. Like Ian ditched us for like what 3 years,
Oh,
no contact, and then
well,
came back.
For a dude to make a
He
lot of
round up.
money, you
Byrd
really
won't
can't
let
ask.
season 7 go because he came in late, and then Rick didn't go nowhere. He just was in college, so he missed like the basement era, like the whole thing.
For
And that was
school,
like a big thing that kept this group together for the most part.
that's for school.
But when he popped up on the weekend, it was just like normal.
and so one thing,
I even love how like when we on this Zoom call, the internet connection get choppy when people start capping. I think that's something to help us out too. Whether we
And
on
notice
FaceTime
it's
or
the
whether
internet
we on like,
provider too.
yeah, man, it's just like pause. It's a pause from God, like a regular pause, not the pause. So it helps us out really well.
and so
See, Dunk, I tried to tell you. Man said, put 3 years on me. I'm going
he
six
did
months.
put three on you.
Go 6 months, put 3 years on me,
He
bro. Come
rounded
on.
down.
I mean, but I think y'all bring up a good point, especially in the concept of like over time. Like, because one thing I want to ask is like, friendships are obviously to a point that Dunk was making. Like when we were younger, we would hang together. We especially in the basement area, we could hang together all day pretty much. And like as people get older, obviously they have different priorities, families, jobs, everything like that. And oftentimes, I guess you see friendships in adulthood get neglected or just kind of get discarded altogether. And I just, in terms of that, just see like, I guess outside of what I've already talked about, is there any like experience with that of like, again, what makes this work in terms of that adult friendship compared to where you've seen others, where you probably had other ones yourself, where it's like, oh yeah, once we got older.
In the effort. Like
Yeah,
we didn't have
choice.
to make no group text message or group chat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we could have all just did our own thing, talk to each other every now and again, but like we put in the effort to stay in
Yeah,
contact. You know what I mean? Talk about shit, no matter what it is.
they say a plant you don't water don't die, right?
Yeah.
Facts. The bar. I feel like I'm a say like that choice part really makes a difference. And I also feel like the ability to come back to this, like to your version of yourself that you are in a weird way. Not to say that you're not yourself, but like I'm gonna use a flex of an example, but not being in the country, but being able to be in the group chat made me still feel like me and not me in another country, if that makes sense.
Hey, so can
Mm.
I say this?
Sure.
like when in the time that I like when I say I do be like going getting low and shit, bro, like coming back around y'all, it does like what say his point, it does make me feel like my you know what I'm saying, like when I was younger, like having fun, just enjoying life type shit, like not my adult, you know what I'm saying? Like not
You
my
feel
adult
free and
self
shit. You feel free.
type shit, type shit.
No, but I feel that. That's real. Okay. I mean, I think that's a legit point to have. I mean, I think, definitely for me, it is a thing of being able to feel genuine, is a thing of being able to feel honest. I mean, when I say genuine, honest, like you don't feel like some people you feel like you have not put on a performance, but you feel like you have to like
This is
not,
where you come to take the
Be
mask
closed
off.
off and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
where you come, yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Like you don't have to put the mask on. So it's like, oh,
Type shit,
like, there you are.
type shit.
We
No
can be
bullshit.
vulnerable with each other and shit.
Yeah, bro.
No
But
homo.
are we?
Like no
But
bullshit,
are
bro.
we?
And so one thing I wanted to ask y'all, in terms of that is that people say that, you learn from, your friends and you learn from your friend group and everything. And I wanted to ask if there's anything that you think that you've learned.
So man, sleep.
Hell no.
Hell yeah, I have. I've learned how to be a better friend, learned how to be more open and trusting, since I've come around y'all. And I've been a little bit more open to criticism, whether it be for Chris or any of y'all,
I was about to. Okay.
I gotta take shots at you real quick, but nah, just you guys lighten the mood, especially when we all deal with our separate lives, whatever bullshit we may go through. Whenever we hop in the group, you know what I'm saying? It's always a breath of fresh air, and that's what I've always admired about in this inner circle.
Yeah, no bullshit.
That's real.
Okay.
Or came in here preaching. Okay, Deacon.
Hey, look, man,
Man.
I can. Hey, look, I can be civilized now. If y'all want to be ignorant, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Rob. You know what I'm saying? It's Rob's
Hey,
channel.
you
It's
gotta
Rob's
do some
channel.
edits on this one. When people say something, you gotta just do them little edits and zoom in on people's faces, like,
He go.
right.
Like, so one thing, I mean, and I think that's a good point that Byrd makes. And like, one question I wanted to ask in terms of this is, I suppose another thing that we've all talked about is like the concept of having to be real with each other. I mean, and you have to be real with each other even when it's difficult to do so, or when it's not the most popular thing to do so. Um, and I wanted to ask how if you find that to be difficult in this friend group, because I know a lot of times people find it difficult to be honest or to be not like when I say honest, that's not just not in the concept of like, oh, I'm just saying shit to be an asshole or anything like that, but like to genuinely be like honest with each other in terms of feedback or criticism, not like just dicking around with each other, but in that honest sense of it, if you find that to be difficult.
I would say no. I would say the difficult aspect would be uh, how you say your delivery and knowing who you're talking to, like your target audience. Like how I would talk to Chris is not maybe the same way I would, what I'm saying, be honest with Casey and vice versa. Or how I would, talk to Dunk would not be the same way I'd be honest with Rick. It's just, what I'm saying, knowing your audience. But I don't think it's, an issue at all or
Okay.
trouble per se.
I agree.
I think we definitely can be. I just think we have learned to be receptive of other people's timing in a way. Like we might not necessarily like we might know something's up, but we might not push it as much as we want to, but we also ain't gonna let it go either.
Yeah.
Like we gonna be like, all right, this mud is in his feelings or whatever. I wouldn't say it's hard to do. I just think, as men, I don't think it's about us. I think it's about being a man and trying to say something that you wouldn't necessarily be societally normal to say.
Gotcha. Um, and not one question. One thing in terms of this, before I move to the next section of the show, is like, I think one thing that's crazy about friend groups or friendships in general, or even just relationships in general, is that, it's like you meet somebody one day and that shit grows into like you've known somebody for 15 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like just based off of just like one day. So the thing I wanted to ask in terms of that is, would you have thought that if somebody was to say, like, I don't remember the first exact day I've met most of you. I remember a specific day in time with most of you, but I don't remember like the first exact day. Like, but I think the only person I remember the first, like the literal first exact day is with Chris. No, I might not. I don't remember the first day I met Rick. I remember the first day I went to Rick's house. So that, in a sense, as well. But like, question I would ask y'all in terms of that is, when in your thought of like the earliest memory you have of meeting, of embracing this group, would you have thought somebody was like, oh yeah, you'll know these niggas 15 years later? Like, would you have thought that would have been the case?
Personally, me, no, because like
We was a lot
when I
different,
was
believe
when
that.
I was younger, like my trajectory was a lot different, gang.
I'm not.
We was a lot different, believe that.
What you need?
I'm gonna say I don't think I felt that way in the beginning, but I felt like at a certain point with the amount of life that we lived, like we were just reminiscing the other day, right? Like,
Who the hell is this?
Oh, my fault, bro.
I feel like at a certain point though, when we like, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. Like when we did a certain number of life things together, it was like you stuck with these mugs forever. You know what I'm saying?
Things.
Mhm.
Yeah, trying to keep it PG for the podcast. But I felt like I'm gonna say the basement, right? Like I felt like once we hit like the basement level,
Yeah.
we locked in for life.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna say no in the beginning. I was like, these niggas talk too much shit for me, and I got a short temper. But I think after,
Nah, you just
yeah,
squishy soft. That's all.
hey, fuck you. But
Yeah,
I would say
you didn't get there till last year.
after that Miami trip, I was like, oh yeah, me and these niggas locked in for life. If I could be in the car with you guys for 13 hours at a time, then we locked in.
Yeah, you real because I don't know if I can do 13. I might
13,
do
yeah.
8.
We did like 8. I was about to say we did like 8 when we went to the beach.
That's true.
Come on, too much.
The fuck beaches y'all go
That's a
to?
good example too.
Yeah, we
Eight
took
Going
a
to
hours.
wrong
Myrtle
turn.
Beach.
That's a different story. We ain't gonna get into that.
Y'all took a
Going
wrong turn. Hey,
I don't want to know.
But
But
he means more so like
We ain't gonna get into that.
we ain't
yeah,
gonna get into that
we
right now.
eating having next to nothing with each other is a way to get locked in.
That is true. That is true. That is well. I remember. And so like
I'm trying to get Amy Deal, y'all.
to move into like some, I guess some different topics, not topics, but some case studies to talk about or examples to talk about. I want to ask y'all to kind of expand on, I guess, a time where you felt our friendship to either be the strongest or the weakest, or both. Like, but in your experience, I want to ask if you had any examples that y'all wanted to expand on that.
Hey, when I was like 19, I stole my mama car and I crashed that bitch, right? I
I remember that.
totaled that bitch, right?
I remember that.
Hold on.
Let him get there. Let him get there.
Hey, I ain't know what the fuck to do, bro. So goddamn, I called this nigga Chris, Casey. I don't know who the fuck I called first. I just know they both came, bro. I know when one come, the other one come. Niggas goddamn got me a damn tow truck, and the motherfuckers brought me a pack of Newport 100. That's when I first started smoking cigarettes. That day, boy, I sat down, I smoked the whole pack, pacing back and forth, talking about some fuck, man. But yeah, that's when I knew them was my damn bros, bro. They had my pack for sure.
no bull.
That's why.
That nigga smoked that whole pack too.
Like
Newport
I
About
100s.
20
remember that.
minutes. That nigga smoked that whole pack of
I remember that day. I do.
You were stressed out, were you, Bo?
Boy, I
Hey, if
was
you
stressed
total
the
your mama
fuck out.
car,
I wanted
yeah,
to go with the car.
you was gonna go.
You about to go see the king. Okay. Anybody else? Any moment where you felt like, yeah, in your opinion, even if it was for you, like just like when it was the strongest for you or the weakest for you.
I gotta say, like, I feel like maybe when I first got back, just like I know Chris had basically put the shit together, like the party or whatever, but like it was
I
still
always put
like
everything together.
y'all was just it just seemed like y'all was excited for me to come back and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I felt the love there.
Nigga
I
threw a
felt the
whole
love.
party for you to come back. I'm glad you
Nah,
felt
that facts, no
excited.
facts,
You bought it, huh?
facts.
Can y'all hear
Like,
me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just checking.
That's
like
what's up.
I really felt the love. You know what I mean?
That's
The
what's up.
dropping the nigga off in High Point. Those little moments.
I feel like I can't think of a weak period. I can think of some tense periods, but I wouldn't never say it was weak. I don't know if y'all would agree with me with that or not.
No, I can
Oh,
see.
brother.
I
We
see
got a
I
lot
see
of tense
Chris.
moments.
I think I can understand. I can understand
All
that.
right.
What you got to
I'm
say,
about to go
Omar
in the store
Gooding?
real quick.
And so and so my next question in terms of it
You
actually
call that
kind
nigga Omar Good?
of,
You call that nigga P?
and so
I'm
like,
sorry.
nah, you good. My next question kind of it kind of expands on that to a degree, expands on that last point. Like, what are some memories that you won't forget?
Woo.
Don't send
I
nobody to
will
jail.
start with a few. I'll
Oh, you
start
can
with a few.
start. What you got? I'm curious. I'm curious to know what all y'all got actually.
Right.
No, I mean, I'm starting with some of the stuff. Like when I talk about memories, I won't forget. They're not like the funniest. Or no, it's just stuff that I literally just will not like. That
Core
sticks in my
memories, what
mind.
you talking about though?
Yeah, I can't even say core memories. It's just like stuff I won't forget. It's not even like a core thing.
I
Cause like
remember somebody, I'm sorry, but I remember somebody drop kicking a snowman. Or am
That's
I tripping?
that was Casey, wasn't it?
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember Casey drop kicking that TV, and then he snapped his tailbone and was complaining about it for like 2 years after that.
Yep.
Yeah. That
Time out.
hurt.
I
That
need the
shit hurt.
backstory on that. I need the
Hold on.
backstory. I need the
I
I
backstory.
drop
remember
kicked.
Ain't,
I
ain't no
drop.
backstory
Hold
on that.
on.
He
I
literally
drop
kicked the
kicked the
TV.
snowman, but that was after Dunk had gave the nigga the beats. It was
What I
this big
did?
ass snowman, like 7 foot tall. This
Mm.
nigga Dunk ran up on the snowman, start beating him.
Eat
He
them up.
started beating him and shit. And that bitch
like
would not fall.
Bro, right. Damn fingers was hurting, numb as hell.
I remember. I remember. I remember that time where we was with Ian and his cousin, and we was just terrorizing people. I remember that.
Oh man.
I remember Casey wanting to put that ransom note on that pumpkin, and we threw that pumpkin in like the middle of the highway. We really were some terrorists.
Yeah,
Hey
Like,
that
man,
was
you know
hella
you're a
wild.
lawyer. Stop snitching.
Boy, I did say don't send
and
nobody to jail.
We talking
You
about
be
okay,
sending
facts. It's the
everybody to
facts.
jail.
you can
He
talk about. I
allegedly
mean,
he allegedly put a ransom note on the pumpkin.
y'all,
Allegedly we threw it in the street.
man, there's no specific
Statute of
evidence.
limitations, nigga.
I could just be
Yeah, this
making up everything I'm saying here. So don't start. Like,
statute of limitations is
Statute
definitely
of
facts.
limitations, nigga. That shit old.
the
Oh,
worst
statute of
stuff.
limitations is old.
I mean, I
Man,
mean,
Casey.
like what else? What else?
Nah, see, go ahead, cut Dunk off. He about to say something crazy. I can see.
No,
You know,
I'm trying to say some crazy shit.
he started that off. That's
I
He
mean,
walking to the processing desk right now. You
I
know he about
remember
to
the
say
biggest
something we don't
basement
need to hear.
party. I mean, I remember the biggest basement party we threw.
What
Oh
you think
yeah.
the biggest one was?
The last one we threw where all those people came.
The
You
New
talking about what?
Year's.
New
New
Year's,
Year's
definitely
party.
New
That wasn't
Sorry,
the
Year's.
New Year's
last
party.
one though.
Oh,
That
sorry.
wasn't
Was
the
it the New
last one,
Year?
but that was the
The
biggest.
New
That was the
Year's party.
biggest.
The New Year party was by far the biggest, bro. They had
Yeah, that
like
was
400
Project
people.
X.
They had like 400, 500 people with it. That was by far the
Shut
biggest
the
one.
block
It was
down.
on the radio.
Yeah, they were talking
It
about
was
that.
on the
Like
radio. It was trending on Twitter.
trending on Twitter. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that
Like,
was I used to love doing that, making shit trend on
Yo,
Twitter.
it was on the radio. Huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
they mentioned
bro.
it. Mad
Had
people were talking about that.
what's his name? East was it Eastside?
Yeah,
He's
one of them guys back there, back that time, they mentioned it during that night.
When we
Yeah,
started trending in the area, that was crazy.
yeah, that was wild.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was the biggest party ever.
I mean,
Had a mama almost fight a child
yeah.
at
I was
same
about
party.
had
I
people.
remember that time we had that party at my house and Rick came through with all them women.
Boy, you are crazy.
I
Damn, bro.
Word,
Boy, you ain't
word.
never had nobody
Hey,
here.
look, hey, look. Rick had said he had some things coming through too, and we was like, all right,
You
yeah, all
know,
right.
Junior gonna make it worse.
They, bro, we talk about the past, bro. It's okay. This ain't nothing new. It's all in the past.
I remember, but I just things I remember, man. I remember having them condiment wars with Ian. I remember having them condiment wars with Chris, and we was at Page doing that shit.
I
Like,
remember Ian hitting
this
this
is crazy.
nigga
I don't
Rob in
know.
the back.
You hit him with a bat?
Pause. Can you rephrase that
Pause.
sentence?
Yeah, I don't
Pause.
No,
know.
no,
Pause.
no, no. It was
Wait,
cool.
he hit him with a
It was
bat,
cool
or
the
you
first
hit
time.
him from the back? Which one was it?
You
It was
talking
cool the
about when
first
I
time. Let
rear
him
Why
rip.
ended
you trying
when
to
I
insinuate shit that didn't like?
when I rear
I'm just
ended
trying to figure
Rob's
out.
car with my car? The reason my red
Oh,
Toyota
Oh,
had a
when we
white
were coming
hood.
back from that Chinese place, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, and we was trying to race. Chris had
we
the
was trying to
marquee.
race.
You had the Infinity, and I had the little
It
sports
was
coupe.
the Celica. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I
And then
remember
Chris
this.
Chris pulled a swerve,
You did.
and I
ooh.
tried to swing around it, and then I got So Dunk was talking about him having to get in trouble. I've got in trouble that same night too.
Hey, Ian, they got you some Newport 100s too, man.
Nah, I got an ass whooping. Grown man. That story is the reason I ended up going to A&T. Fun fact.
No, that's
Because I
Where
cool.
got
was you gonna go?
I was gonna go to Atlanta. I was gonna go to school in
He was,
Atlanta.
but remember, he was supposed to go to SCAD or wherever it was
Yeah,
called.
it was SCAD. I was supposed to go to SCAD in Atlanta. Got in trouble. That's why I couldn't come to no more parties because I lied about that car. And then my mom didn't want to pay for the school no more. So then I woke up on move-in day and it was like, we going to A&T and we getting yeah, we gonna get you enrolled at A&T on move-in day. So I didn't even apply. I just pulled up and it was like, come on in, brother.
And
So
so
Come on in, bro.
one thing, one thing, like I wanted to ask of y'all about, because I think this is an interesting thing because it's a integral part of I think what we use a lot is the role of like the group chat and like
This
the
is
group
fun.
mess. You said what?
I was saying this is fun, but go ahead, my bad.
The role of like the group message and the group chat, because like you see like a lot, you see it's kind of it's like it's popularized in culture now where everybody talks about, oh, the group chat, niggas wilding in the group chat and blah 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 blah. And I know we use ours heavily. And so I wanted to ask, just in terms of that, is just how you feel like the group chat has, like what role it has in the friendship at this point.
it's key. I'm gonna say it's key. I already said it at the beginning, bro. Being in China, 12 hours away, and waking up to 500 plus messages. It used to be a very entertaining start of my day. I used to get mad because I done missed all the topics, but it did feel like being back at home. But it would be like 500 messages.
True.
I can understand that. It does allow, I think, people to be very free flowing. I think that and like the group chat, the group FaceTime, I think it allows everybody to be free flowing. I think it allows obviously a consistent line of communication.
Yeah.
And I think, do you think, like I know some people
I ain't gonna lie.
sometimes people can unhealthily use it. Do you think it's healthily used in this friend group, or do you think it's unhealthy? I mean, overused, or how do you feel about it?
What you talking about? You said over. What you mean unhealthy?
The group chat, like I'm saying, do you think the group chat is used in a way that's healthy? Do you think it's overused? Do you think
Nah, I
I
think
think it's
when it was
like
first came out, it was probably like childish as hell, but it's matured actually. It,
Y'all
it,
ever thought
It
about we
has.
started
I
on
like
group
the
it,
me?
fact
it
that
be
we
some it
graduated
be
from
some
group me.
healthy debates in there
Yeah,
now, and
Healthy debate.
I
I'd be
like.
shocked to see
Hey,
outside because
look,
what the fuck? Who
I like the fact we graduated from group me and now we're here.
I can agree
hell
with
yeah.
that?
he was in the group me?
And that's crazy, right? And that's why I
That's
said
how
he
long.
gotta
That's how
stop
long.
acting
That's
he
how
gotta
long
stop
I've
acting
been.
like he ain't been here.
I can
I
I
like. I
can
like fucking shit.
really I'm so happy that we finally everybody got an iPhone and we are in a like
You're
a group
welcome.
Apple our group like that shit is holy grail.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But now that he said that, I am
I
about
love you.
to go on to the group me and see what I can find.
It's still active.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's
delete
still
it
active.
too.
And you know what? Some
That's,
people have dropped off from GroupMe, like Javon and who else? Chris, your brother.
Jimmy.
I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure they probably done got new numbers and stuff by now. But okay, I mean, and so another thing I wanted to ask, because I think the group chat, I don't think we overuse it. I don't think, I think we use it more than some. I don't think it's overall an unhealthy use. But one thing I wanted to ask in terms of that is also the concept of roasting each other. I know this is something that comes up a lot. And just in friend groups in general. And niggas love to talk shit in this group as everywhere else. So I wanted to ask in terms of that, because we know roasting happens. It's not that's not the question I want to ask, but just in terms of this friend group, how far is too far? Is there anything that's off limits? And
Nah, I ain't doing
how do
anything.
you know how to kind of like when it's turned to roasting each other
You
and talking
don't.
shit and everything?
You
Is
don't.
there any line? Well, okay, so I hear Chris saying that you don't. Is there
Take it
any
there.
lines that you feel like
I
are
think that
There are
I
some
think
lines that we can't discuss
rules of
on this
engagement, I
podcast,
should say.
but they
oh,
ain't no
okay.
lines that
All right,
can't be
love you.
crossed in this group chat that ain't been crossed already.
I'm gonna agree with Chris on that. There's some stuff we ain't gonna say in public, but it
Sweet
ain't nothing we ain't
dreams.
afraid to say to each other face.
What? Yeah, I was about to say that go back to I think what Ian said earlier. Like, you know, we know what's too far. We know certain things are like sensitive subjects and all that good shit, and we have enough respect for each other to not take it over the line. We
Yeah, see,
all know our
this is where I
lines.
disagree because Casey just fucking talking out the side of his asshole. Man, ain't no lines to be crossed, bro. We done crossed all them lines. We done got straight up
But that's
disrespect
what
on
but
each
that's what
other.
I'm saying. Like
But
now,
you trying to put this respectful aspect on it. Ain't no respect on that shit.
I
Now,
ain't
if it's
nobody
like one
talking
thing
shit
I
about
know in
nobody
the group
kids or
chat
nothing in here. Like
that we don't talk about
right?
when
We don't talk
certain
about each
things
other's
is like,
kids. We don't talk about each other's spouses. That's what I'm talking about. Like we don't cross those lines and be disrespectful. We'll talk about each other disrespectfully all day long, but we don't take it to the next level of like bringing in,
I ain't talking
you
about
know.
I'm talking about you and Ian and all y'all that I'm looking at.
well,
I
that's
ain't
what I'm
talking
saying.
about
Like
third
that's a
parties.
line.
So
That's what
I
I'm
guess
saying.
that's a line then, sure. But ain't none of y'all off limits.
I feel what Chris is saying though, because like we logical enough to know like what things you ain't about to say, but we will still say everything. Even the lines that you say we ain't gonna cross, I feel like we could cross them in ways that would get received.
Yeah, I think so too. I think even when jokes be
Facts.
facts, I mean, no. I mean, I think even when they don't be facts, because like a lot of shit y'all be saying don't be having no factual proof to it. Y'all sometimes niggas just be talking out the side of their neck, and that's fine. Like, but yeah, you too,
Just
Chris.
banter.
You can sit there and do this
Nigga
shit.
push his glasses on.
Yeah, but I think the concept is that it's still like I think niggas can be as cutthroat as they want to. I think as long as it stays within that certain realm of reason, it's respected within that certain realm of reason. Like you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, um, and so one thing, just wanted to ask before I get into this last part of this section of the show is like, if somebody asks you what's different about this friend group compared to others.
I ain't gonna hold you. You really be going through your script, bro.
He do. He thoroughly, bro. Thoroughly.
What would I write it for? Like, you think I just write shit just to be doing it, just to be having fun? Like,
yeah, that's what they feel like.
I ain't do that shit just for shits and giggles. Like,
you were saying?
Yeah, is there anything different about this friend group? I mean, what would you, if somebody asked you what is different about this friend group compared to others, what would you say?
I would say the fact that there are so many of us that have known each other for so long. I feel like that's kind of rare. Like you get people, like I see it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, people like post a 10-year friendship and it'd be like 3 people, 4 people. We can literally all put double digits on all of this. And I think that's crazy.
I would agree with that.
We've known each other for more than half of our lives thus far.
Yeah, I know some of y'all for longer than I haven't. That's wild.
That's crazy.
You said for longer than I haven't.
And so, not question. So, last thing in this particular session I wanted to get to is just, I guess, in terms of just the game, real quick, we'll name some superlatives. And I know y'all are talking about this.
I can get out of order.
Okay. And so, yeah, and I did that because I thought this was a good way to end this particular session. If you had to give, I mean, Chris, this first one is you all fucking day. I'm about to say, if there was one for storyteller, it's you. Boy, what's that? What was the nigga they called? Yancey, the African dude that was like could weave like the stories, like the spider.
Anansi.
Anansi, yeah, I don't call you that. Anansi.
What did you say to me?
You say nigga Nazi?
Anansi.
Well, you know these uncultured niggas don't know what you're talking about.
You need to enunciate, because I feel like you saying something crazy right now.
He done called you out your name, bro.
He was in the corner when they went to the library, bro.
If there was a nigga that they said who was the storyteller of the group, who told the best stories. Actually, no, Chris is not the storyteller of the group. I want to say it's Casey.
Casey be fucking his
story. He takes too long though. He
it be full of bullshit
to get to the point.
And by the time he get to the point, you like, who gives a fuck?
You gotta build this.
But I want to say it's Casey.
This ain't a fucking Lifetime show, nigga. We just
gotta build this suspense.
But I want to say it's Casey because most of the time it's Casey telling the story. Like I'm
gonna say Casey and Chris.
Casey gives you like an epilogue or a prologue.
I'm gonna do that every time.
I'm gonna say it's Casey with Chris as the appendix or whatever, because Chris be the little asterisk on all his sentences, little footnotes and shit. Like you can't have one story with.
Chris will start and then it'd be like A, B, then it go to G, H, and then we go back to C, and then we add Z, and then we go like so. Yeah, I can understand.
But are you not entertained?
Okay. Next
Chris
up,
gonna fabricate that motherfucker.
That's that real question.
Or embellish. How about that? That's a better word.
Yeah,
embellish a little bit.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Who's the most likely to disappear for 6 months?
Ian.
Brandon Byrd.
Good grief.
Ian.
Brandon Byrd. Easily.
I would say Byrd, but Byrd only leaves in distress.
Okay.
I left one time, and I'm always in the chat.
We ain't gonna let Ian lay that one down.
Never, bro. That was literally 15 years ago.
Who is the best dressed?
Dump.
Yeah. That's I think that was pretty.
Dump for sure.
You left before we could give him his flowers, man.
Who would you describe to be the group therapist?
You.
Okay.
It'd probably be you or
Casey.
Casey, y'all give a fuck.
I'm gonna say y'all think it's me. Y'all think it's Casey because niggas don't talk to me. Y'all be afraid I'm gonna be disappointed or some shit.
People can find their faces.
Yeah, when y'all have dirt,
that's true.
When niggas have dirt, like true dirt, they do not confide in me. They confide in Casey.
Yeah, they go to Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, if it depends if you want to lecture.
Therapist.
Hold on. I don't just get dirt.
information and
I
good
get
advice.
life shit too. I don't just get dirt.
Casey is
Look,
just
that's
damn
Turkey superpower.
walking safe.
People don't tell me shit because they afraid I'm gonna be disappointed or I'm gonna be like, well, you need it. Like,
Goofy
but
ass hat off.
they will talk to Casey about shit. You were right about that. Who is the most unhinged?
Chris.
That man.
Yeah, I
That
was.
man.
If
Now
we were
you ate.
talking about if this was like 10 years ago, I would have said rah. But nah, it's Chris by far.
Dang, boy.
Nah,
By
hold
far.
on,
He
son.
got a
Five.
spare.
Yes, it
He got a
is,
spare
bro.
bullet outside the clip.
That stepmother ain't even close.
Define unhinged.
Well, I'm not. No, I'm not going to define unhinged. 'Cause I'm trying to put you out
PHRIS.
on blast. But like when we go out places, and you out in performance mode, you really be out in performance
Oh,
mode, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
so
If I
outside, I
gave
give
you a
you that.
definition, it's like
bitch,
the
we
one you
outside
can't
tonight.
wrangle. The one you can't wrangle in.
Bitch, we
I
outside
mean, hey,
tonight.
hold on now. You ain't ever. Ain't none of y'all ever had to wrangle me in for nothing.
Whoa,
We
buddy.
couldn't.
Yeah, see.
You're unwrangleable.
You're a damn oiled up pig, bro. Ain't nobody catching you, dog.
Okay, that's all I got to say on that one. Okay. Okay. All right. Moving on. Now to the second part of this, Chris, you probably got this one too. Who is the life of the party? I think it is Chris.
Yeah, with a side of rah-rah.
Nah, not at all.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think it's
Like
Chris.
Christian Quan. Christian Quan.
But
Chris
Quan
come
be
up.
with me.
Fine. Yeah. Them,
Chris.
yeah.
They'll check this one twins to me. For real. Damien.
Who is the free spirit?
Say smile and shit.
I'm gonna give it to that fucking artist guy, Ian.
I guess.
Free spirit.
I don't know how I would describe that or if that feels accurate, but I will take it.
That nigga trying to get you the free spirit because you be painting and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to call me a hippie, but he ain't got no proof. I would have might have said Trench for real.
No.
No, Trent might be the next one. I don't know if he this one, but he might be the next one I'm about to say.
A free spirit, though.
No.
I don't really think we got one.
It might be Josh, quite honestly.
You took it right out my mouth.
No,
Rob Pope.
sir. Spirit and all right, we just gonna no.
Free spirit, nigga. Free
Free
spirit. That
spirit.
means
Free
frolicking
spirit.
in the,
Do
in the,
what you
It
find.
ain't Josh.
and shit.
It
Okay.
ain't Josh.
Josh could have got most unhinged.
That, you're right. You know what? Go back. It's Josh.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Go back. It's Josh.
You know, that's a fair argument, quite honestly.
yeah, you know,
He ain't in
That's
here,
a
so
fair
we
argument. I'm
forgot.
sad that he not in here. Watch you
We
be
forgot
come
he
in here
ain't
for
in
like
here.
5 seconds.
And watch when he come in here, he gonna be unhinged.
Yeah, you
Matter
right.
of fact,
Yeah. For y'all
no.
watching this, if Josh do come in here, we guarantee. We guarantee if I put money on it,
100%
he
he's
come
gonna
in here
come in
doing
here with
something
some
unhinged.
unhinged nuts.
Okay. So the next one then, who is the most emotional? This is where I would have been like, maybe Trent.
Byrd.
I'll say Byrd.
Come on, man. Trent.
I feel you on Trent.
And I say that respectfully, Byrd, because you actually show your emotions. The other niggas be frightened.
I'll take it.
I would say Trent.
I agree with that.
Trent do this weird thing where he get on the internet and be like, "My life sucks," but then get in the group chat and be like, "I'm up."
Be jolly as a
And then I be
motherfucker.
like, "Bruh, what are you talking about on the internet, bruh?"
Shit, man, just
He
chilling.
the dark skinned Drake for real. He the dark skinned Drake.
Now this one is Josh, I think. Who's the most I don't give a fuck? That's Josh.
Yeah.
I think there's different from unhinged. I
No,
think he is the most I don't give a fuck.
I don't agree with that.
Who do you
I don't
think?
agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
No,
Can't even define it because
I almost forgot where we was at.
See, you can't even do it.
But
yeah, the fact that you can't say it in public.
He cares about a lot of shit, honestly. But
so who would you?
It's Josh.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about like all around and not just certain shit.
Too many technicalities on these superlatives, man.
Still Josh.
And so I'll give you some time to think about that one since you
Yeah.
want to do that.
Come
Yeah,
back.
skip that.
Who has changed the most over time?
Trent.
Yeah, I'd say that without a shadow of a doubt. I think that's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why though? Why y'all think that?
Yeah. I
Because
feel
he
I have to
literally
change.
sat in front of a TV for 12 hours a day, and he doesn't do that as much anymore. He has a life now.
Yeah, I think Trent his in terms of every like not I mean in turn like
We
Trent's
had
in
we had
terms of
full-fledged parties, and him and DJ would sit there and play the game in the middle of a
I'm a,
full-fledged party.
I'm gonna give this one to myself
of course you would.
Again, yeah, we just gonna stick with
because
Trent.
I'm not because what you naming is he still play the game.
So
He
what
just go to work and
what
bowl.
makes you so in your opinion for
Hey, what
you?
makes you different? What
Yeah,
you
sound
do?
like some hatery.
I'm asking.
My
Like I'm not trying.
mentality and how I go about life
Uh-huh.
has changed. The things that I care about
Have changed.
has changed.
I mean, you can say that about all of us though. So like,
Right.
yes, but I wouldn't say that you have changed as much as Trent came out of his shell, you became an adult.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Had
Are
your
there
level maturing.
are there any superlatives that y'all want to go that I haven't listed here? Anything that y'all thinking about?
Now that Ricky on camera, we can call him the funniest. That way they can put a face to a name.
The funniest?
Do you think he's not?
Of course he don't.
Who did we say was the funniest? Did anybody?
Names we never say.
We never really said. We ain't vote for it. I just said it because he had said something funny at
Nah,
that moment.
we said Rick. Rick was on here. He just wasn't on the screen, but we said Rick.
Oh,
He
look.
said the first thing
All
that
right,
made
look.
people
And then I
laugh.
said me.
Watch.
And then I said me.
Watch what?
Yo, what you doing, bro? I mean, you ain't doing nothing crazy though, like right now.
We can't hear who you're talking to.
He's talking to Josh. He's trying to set him up.
You say what, bro?
It's supposed to be a surprise, bro.
Why he ain't jumping here?
He didn't know how. Now, Zoom don't. Walmart don't got Zoom. You got to go Microsoft Teams.
Okay. Well,
Got one.
Random
I was just
sidebar.
expecting you to be doing something unhinged because we voted you as most unhinged.
No, we didn't.
Go ahead.
I was just saying.
Oh, he's coming.
On,
oh, he's on the way.
Hey, we definitely need to have
GroupMe.
an after show after this. Yo,
We
just
do.
throwing that up because it's gonna get ignorant.
It'll stay
We're
open.
about to watch.
It'll stay open.
I'm on GroupMe right now, and I made it to 2016, and all we talking about is Pokemon though.
Pokemon
Go.
Catch up.
Yeah,
nerds.
Y'all were playing. Somebody was playing Pokemon Go.
A lot of us was playing.
Hey Josh, real quick. I know you in the middle of work. I'm gonna run through some superlatives real quick. I want you to tell me, in your opinion, who in the friend group you would grant these to. I mean, you would say these are, okay?
All right.
Who would you think is the storyteller of the group?
Oh, that's Casey.
That's what we. Okay, cool.
That's Casey.
Like them Lifetime episodes.
Who is the most likely to disappear for 6 months?
With Trent.
That's an interesting one. Okay, I can get that.
Because he thinking about the group text.
Yeah. Who is the best dressed?
He might say itself.
No. That's tough. Everybody got their own unique style. So it's a toss up probably between probably Chris and Dunk, honestly.
I am honored for the mention.
Yeah, I would have gave it to Chris too, for real.
Chris do be fly.
Chris do be trying to throw that
thank
shit
you,
on.
thank
He
you.
taking his pictures with his little Gucci belt.
Hey, I just want to point out though, I'm gonna have to shout out my wife on that one because I do not buy my clothes like that.
Tell her to buy a bigger size though, at least. Go up on them goddamn shirts.
What else you got,
Who would you
Rob?
say is the group therapist?
The group therapist?
Yeah.
I don't know, because all of us need help.
That's a
Who
good
is the
answer.
most who is the most unhinged?
Uh, it depends on what your definition of unhinged
See?
is.
See?
Because I might nominate myself. I don't know.
Me?
That's what we said, you nigga.
That's crazy.
Who is the who is sorry, I missed one. Who is the group chat MVP? This for all y'all.
Group chat
Me.
MVP.
What's the
Me.
Take that out.
I
What's
created it.
Okay.
Both chats.
It's mine. I'm
what
coming
falls
back. You
under
can
that
leave it on that
Yeah, I
category?
couch.
got all y'all off them stupid robot phones.
You
I'm sorry,
was Team iPhone since 2009. I will give you that.
I missed some, so I'm mad. So this is for all y'all. Who is the group dad?
The group that
You, nigga.
You,
You for sure.
who me?
You. Matter of fact, I don't even know why you asked.
No.
You got you only missing 2 of your kids. Shit.
Okay. Who is the most likely to flake?
Flake?
Yeah.
on what?
Like
What's
on a
the,
plan,
Ian already. He
see,
flaked on the question.
you can't vote for me and I live in another city, bro. That ain't on me. I'd pull up if I could, and
If
I'll
this
pull
was
up the most
if this was
randomly.
3
Hey, to
years
be
ago,
I
I
fair,
live
would
in
have
a,
said
well, I
me.
guess I guess
I live in another city.
distance is not the same, but Bird does live in another city.
The flake only count when your ass be like, I might be out there.
Right.
he ain't gonna let you know from the jump, Mike. He's we might.
You might.
Hey,
But
man,
see,
your box
Nah,
across
Bird,
your
this ain't gonna
face.
happen.
you can't say that Bird pull up from another city because they ain't shit to do in Mebane.
Oh God.
Like, I
But
would
you and
leave that
Casey ain't
motherfucker
still be
to
here.
you know.
Who is the life
Bruh.
of the y'all think about that when I come back to that? Who is the life of the party, Josh?
The life of the party? Oh, that's Kwana Rah Rah.
I can believe that. We say Chris, but I can believe like one raw. Chris come through and making everybody drink, so he is the drinker life of the party.
I
Um,
I don't know.
who
Then that might be a tie between me, Chris, Rah Rah, and Quan. Then
who's the most I don't give a fuck?
me.
Told you.
Yeah, we knew that one. Um, who
That's
has
cap.
changed? Who has changed the most over time?
I can't pick one. That's everybody has. Ain't nobody the same person we was when we met each other.
Who has the biggest change then? The most significant change then?
You brought a star witness in here, didn't
Most significant change? Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. And last question I got for you, and then you can stay. I know you might have to hop out, but last question I got is like, if there's what's moments like, what is an unforgettable moment for you with this friend group?
An unforgettable moment.
Yeah.
I already know what he gonna say.
Hold on.
I don't. I have no idea what Josh
Huh?
is about.
he? He
I
about
know
to
what he gonna
create
say.
one right now.
Yeah, he about it.
Okay.
Remember that you on camera, Josh. You can't be
Usually it's in
talking
the
like
morning.
that, like you normally
When they
do.
see
He's not
you,
listening.
like
He
the
he
You ain't
he
about
prayers and
to.
working.
everything.
Hey,
You
Rob,
see
you
that
can't
one
say that
five? You
because
see
he
that
gonna
one
hang
five
up.
on his badge? He the goat in there.
Yeah, they just haven't
He
done
don't
it.
even gotta wear a
I think
vest.
they got a couple prayers in there on the bottom. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Bye, Dwight.
Dumbass mother. Oh, sorry. Hey, all right, what was the question again?
What is an
What's
unforgettable moment for you?
for me? I don't know, man. That's a lot. It's a lot of good ones. Shit. I'll probably say the first time I came to the basement.
I remember the first time you came in.
Oh yeah, you had a work release too, just like
Yeah,
Casey.
I had just got off work. Fo was in the front yard drinking. I pulled up. He put a 40 in my hand. I never put it down.
Mhm.
That's
Nah,
exactly how that happened.
and so one thing
Oh,
to move to my next section of the show, just the one thing I wanted to ask y'all is one thing that seems to come up in terms of male friend groups, or one criticism people have is that they avoid deep conversations or they only talk about like surface level stuff. And I wanted to ask how you felt that, like, do you feel that applies to our friend group, or do you feel like we're able to talk about things beyond just surface level?
We able to do that now.
A little bit.
I think it took
Yeah, a
like
little bit.
12,
It's still
12
things
times of
that
us not doing.
yeah, it's still things that like I guess people feel like you being nosy or just you just don't want to share. And then we don't get too deep about it, but we are more open to those type of topics without getting fucking goofy and derailing the actual fucking problem
Yeah,
or the
we
topic.
pulled up to the island. We ain't docked the ship yet.
Okay.
I agree with that, Rick.
I got you. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Rob, man, I was having technical difficulties when you asked that earlier. It reminded me when you asked Josh. One moments that I won't forget is like when we was starting to drive. It's like what you, Ian, and Chris all got birthdays around the same time, so y'all all could drive fully before I could drive. So
Like I was driving
anytime,
ninth grade.
oh, okay, you ain't getting no medal for this. All right, like, but y'all was driving me around when I couldn't drive, and then when I couldn't drive past 9 and everything. So it's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have been able to get to if it wasn't for y'all. So that's something that I remember. It's like, I was kind of pissed because like I ain't have my car, I couldn't drive, so I had to wait until I could go home. But that was cool, man. Y'all always came and scooped me,
You
especially
look up a
living
order for
on
me.
the other side of town. So that's something I remember. My fault
I'm,
for interjecting that late.
You good?
I want to piggyback on that because you just reminded me, and I'm gonna regret saying this, but I remember stealing all y'all cars.
You stole my car.
I stole everybody's car at least one time.
I don't remember you stealing mine. I know you stealing Rob shit multiple
I
times.
remember that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I got the Grand Marquis. I never got the Firebird, but I got the Grand Marquis one time.
And so, question for y'all: what are things that break up friend groups, and what allows those things? I guess, and what are things that, in your opinion, break up friend groups, and what allows those things to occur?
Women and money and being
Fact.
soft.
I don't think that applies to us.
It don't. That's why we still here.
Yeah,
I will say that is one thing about this.
that's correct.
Women have never been an issue in it. Like, and there's never been niggas fighting over women and shit like that. That's never been a problem. Okay. And
And we ain't fight over no money either.
yeah,
We
that's
almost did. But we ain't fight over no money because we love each other.
and so like that,
I
y'all,
ain't
y'all,
fighting all over no damn money.
y'all kind of walked me right into my next question to that in terms of just like
Wait, what?
Damn,
He
pops.
said what breaks up a friend group or what could break up this friend group.
what are things that breaks up friend groups? And Ian was saying is, women, money, jealousy, and being soft. And I agreed to those things. And I was saying those are things that I don't think this friend group has an issue with. And I was like, that kind of brought me to the next question I had in terms of just women specifically. Like, I know that has been obviously a point that has driven a lot of people, that soured a lot of relationships. And so just, it's been interesting to see just how, and to your, I guess to ask the question, how did this group handle when, I guess, women were involved, and just how do you think that succeeded compared to where others failed?
Oh, that is a really good question, but I do not know how to address that because it's very weird.
Man,
A lot of futures could be very different.
That's
yeah,
accurate. That's the
yeah,
Vastly
safest way to say that. That is
That
the
is
safest.
a safe.
yeah,
It's extremely safe.
That's all I can
for
say.
sure.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah, Rob, you asked a
No, that's
what do you
real though.
call it? A landmine of a question.
Mm, mm.
But see that goes into like the type of friendship because we all played the game. We was all young. We
I've
was
never
young
had
and
an
turned.
issue. I've never had a issue
Young and turned.
of a dilemma of a woman with any of y'all. And saying that to say that I've shared a woman with all y'all, never had an issue with it. Not shared in that general sense, but you get what I mean. Like
The audience don't.
Clean it up,
and
bro. Clean it up.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
audience is begging for
I'm
context, and I'm not willing
Man,
in the sense that like
what's
we
the next
in the sense
section?
for me specifically, no, ain't no but in the sense of for me specifically, I can say that a woman that I've had romantic interest in some point or some sort of relationship with at some point has corresponded with one that y'all have had with. At least one I can think of all of y'all. So if that's the case, and I don't see it that ever being an issue. Like I don't ever remember there being an issue, and that's just from my perspective, or my thing about it.
You
I
wanna
don't
know
know
why?
why
Because
is
we
that.
all end up having a conversation, communication. That's what make the shit different.
Well, I
Because
think that's
when niggas don't have conversations about certain shit, it's like,
this
you
guy.
know,
so. Why was that
that's
such a
that's when
landmine?
it
I think
get
that's a good
weird.
answer.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it get weird between people. Like
Yeah,
we either gonna talk about it or we're gonna move on.
it used to be. I remember when we were younger. Back in the basement days, it used to be me and Casey used to be able to sit there and be like, well, A, B, C, D, E,
Hey,
and F.
Splash
Oh, this the
Brothers.
same girl. Like literally, A, B. Like
Splash Brothers.
All right.
I'm just like, okay.
We
And
were just
you
talking
said
about
you
this.
could be
We were
real,
just
and
talking about this yesterday,
you
Rob.
sitting there grinning and face getting red from cheek to cheek and shit. Like
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
we
understand what is this
talking
so
about this
damn?
yesterday.
What's the problem?
Hey, that ain't no
Eskimos.
problem.
Eskimo bros.
I ain't saying
Eskimo
all of
bros.
that. I'm just
But some
like,
people can't handle that shit. That's to answer the question. Like that's how we still where we at.
Ricky is shame. Look at all that. Look at that
Look
disappointment.
at
No.
his face.
I'm learning so much that I never knew.
What
Is
you
stuff
mean?
I've never
What you
heard
don't
before.
know?
I'm just
Where you been at?
intrigued, brother.
Get out.
The whole conversation. The
He
whole
fronting.
conversation,
He
brother.
fronting because he
Oh,
got that
okay,
camera
okay.
on.
Who? I'm curious. You know, this is funny because Rick really be like remembering everything, but he be missing key details. And then when he get these key details, he be like, "What?" No, I'm talking about the whole conversation, this whole episode. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
learning a lot.
yeah.
That's why he want the after party. He want it off record.
After dark.
We ain't gotta have it. I
no,
mean,
Patreon.
we gonna have it. This is gonna stay open.
I'm just saying, brother.
Patreon.
And so the move on, I guess, from this, I guess
I
the
ain't gonna
next.
lie. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but hey, I think people would pay for a Patreon episode of just Basement After Dark.
Patreon.
Set it up, Patreon, man.
This man always trying to get us on OnlyFans.
Yeah, MVP.
OnlyFans.
um,
All
one
the
thing I wanted
time.
to, one thing I
He do
wanted to
OnlyFans
ask.
when he out of town.
All right.
Oh, right. Jesus
One,
Christ.
one thing I wanted to ask y'all is that one thing I've seen, and I've seen a criticism that a lot of women have of men, and I know we're not getting into the concept of criticism women have of men, but like one thing I've seen that I think is a fair one is that when they be like, "Oh, this dude is all about like it's." I don't want to say, how do I say this and not get canceled? He's like, "Oh, it's gay how much he's about his niggas." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
oh,
we ain't like that.
Bro, I
no, I
hate
didn't
that
say
shit.
I didn't say that we are
Women be
like that.
doing that shit.
I'm
Women be saying
saying
that
that
shit.
my question is
Man,
what do you think, how do we balance, how do we balance that appropriate, like keeping like kind of that appropriate life balance compared to, and what do you think some men or some people go wrong to where it is like that? Because there are some niggas that be like, yo, I'll do anything for my niggas. They're like,
I feel
wifey,
like we
hungry
would
and lonely, but I'll do anything for my, you know what I mean? Like,
we'll do what we need to for the homies, but we ain't about to
go out the way.
not be with a woman to be with y'all.
yeah.
Because we gonna look at you like you stupid if you tell us that. You was about to go do what? And you came over here to do what?
Fucking dweeb.
You fucking, this must say you fucking
Dork.
dweeb.
Nerd.
So I agree with that. I think that is a good point.
We know what our priorities are, bro.
I think so. I mean, I think that's good to know. Like you said, it's how you handle. it's how you balance your priorities. I think it's that we all highly prioritize
Look at all these lights on my house.
we highly prioritize our friend group, but nobody is sitting there saying, "Oh, we're putting that over everything else." You know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, "Oh, somebody need." It's not like if my wife called me and was like, "Oh, my car is broken down on the side of the road," I'm like, "Oh, well, you got to get that handled." But if Chris called me and his car was broken down the side of the road, oh, nigga, I'm there right now. I gotta get like so. I think it is that balance of just balancing your priorities that
If your
is.
car break down, that car, here's something for the Uber.
And so, the next part I want to ask is like, how do you handle when you need space or time for yourself?
I'm about to move it in a second.
Okay, because it's like right in the middle and I can't pull anything around it.
No, I got you. Yeah, I'm about to move that.
Yeah, I was about to. Never mind.
I turned the game St. Patrick, man. I just get ghosts. So it's not about whether you want
Uh, so like, how do you handle when you need time and like if you need distance or time to yourself? Like, how do you handle that? I mean, I know obviously you take it, but like, do you feel like the friendship impedes like your ability to focus or like? I know, cause like Doug was saying, like sometimes you just need, like you just go off and do your own shit and you come back. Like, so just the question is like, do you feel like at any time that the friendship makes it hard for you to focus on other things, or does it impede your life in any way or anything like that?
Hell no. You know why?
Oh
Because it's
God.
just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, outside is always going to be outside. Y'all always going to be there. So it don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you really just don't gotta open the chat.
Yeah, you could mute the chat. Like,
I think literally everybody has the chat muted.
I mean, yeah, for the
Yes.
most part, unless I'm like dead,
Yes.
like open, free. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't nah, because that shit gets the dinging and I don't even want to hear that
Yeah,
shit.
sometimes that motherfucker be going and I'll
And
be like, oh,
I got
okay.
different text tones for all y'all, and that shit just gets crazy. Reaction and stickers and man, hell no. But I think that's more like an individual perspective of everybody. Cause like Rara and Quan, they don't be in the chat. Quan just started using GIFs in 2025.
True.
Which is crazy. And he is the pro at them too.
And
He took
he
your
is funny
spot.
as hell every time he dropped them shits.
Yeah, Quan be on them junks. Quan be dropping them mugs too.
Rara pop in the chat talking about something we talked about ages ago, and he'd be like, "Oh," and then you never hear from him for another 7 months.
No.
And okay. And next question I had is, do you feel it's difficult to ask for support or to ask for help?
I
Like
don't
if
feel like it's difficult. I just don't want to.
I mean, yeah, that's a do you not want to because of internally, or you don't want to because of like you afraid of what somebody will say to you?
It could be a combo.
I was gonna say I was gonna say something smart, but that's actually a fair question.
Yeah, it's a fair question. Like, it could be a combo.
I would say I'm not
Go ahead.
afraid of nothing that y'all would say, but I know that if I say it, I'm gonna have to deal with something that I already know you're gonna say. It's like when you tell your mama you did something and you already know how she gonna respond. It's the same kind of feeling. Like if I know if I come in here with this shit, they gonna hold me accountable, and I don't feel like being accountable. So fuck that.
Sometimes you just don't.
You just don't want to do it.
Just don't want to do it.
I mean, I agree. I don't feel like it's ever been. I mean, I don't feel like I've ever felt like I couldn't ask for anything. If I didn't, it wasn't because I felt like, oh, I couldn't ask them. I just like I didn't want to ask.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It ain't nothing to do with fear. It's more like I don't want to say predictability.
Okay.
I feel like you got a free slate, Ian, because you don't never really be asking for shit or say anything in the group chat that be deep. You and Josh.
Because I don't need to. For real.
He got an auto reply for that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. Y'all.
Is there anything that you believe this friendship could do or this group could do better?
I'm gonna pass that to Ricky.
Oh. No, pass it to the MVP, man. He won that one. His face lit up, man.
It did though. It did. That
Standing
soul
on
glow.
business as a collective.
What does that look like to you?
Interview question.
I like that.
Just moving as one. Like if we know some shit ain't right, and we know we need to do some shit. Just get on one accord. Don't be like, well, blah blah blah. Like, bitch, let's move. Let's get this shit done. We ain't got time for this fuck shit.
I dig it.
I could agree with that. Move on one accord.
I think this friend group could do better. I can't say what I wanted to say,
I'm not.
but
Go ahead, Rick.
but I think this friend group could do better at holding each other. I won't say holding each other accountable per se, but
More accountability.
not even, it's not accountability as
It
much
is
as holding
accountability.
each other to a moralistic standard.
That's nah.
Moral.
I will go back to accountability.
Okay. Then apparently we can't do that better. All right. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
cool.
You
At
tried to
least I
raise the
understand
bar.
that. Okay. Like that's fine. I understand. Shit. Okay.
See, this is what we were talking about earlier,
Elaborate.
Rob.
Is there anything else anybody else feels could be done better? Because I can't
Yeah,
explain it how I want to explain it.
yeah.
In the post show, I explain how I want to explain it, but we ain't talking about that now.
The topics, man. Like you were saying, like Chris had alluded to earlier. Like we could talk about stuff without getting goofy, but we don't do it. We don't do it. And like my argument for the longest is like we can share jokes and memes and links and stuff, but we don't share the real shit. And we can do a lot better at that.
What would, in your example, what would be an example of real shit for you?
Everything like life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Family, job stuff that ain't just like, oh, this dude did this at work. My coworker sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like not surface stuff.
My coworkers do suck. I'm just saying.
Take care.
And anything else? Okay.
Chris is holding on to something. He
Yeah,
just
like
don't want to say it.
no,
Look at
say what you
holding his
gotta
hands
say.
like that. The
Yeah,
eagle.
come on, praying hands.
You saving it for the Patreon?
Nah.
He waiting till that red dot go off.
Whatever. All right, so in moving to the conclusion of this, I think and concluding up what we talked about today, I think,
Long in LA format.
friendships are strong. Yeah, it is. Friendships are strong parts of people's lives, and they can bear, I think they can bear many positive impacts and effects. And I think that's evident here. I think we can all say that, we've gained a lot of positives from this friend group. And I think, just the concept of the definition of friends are ones that are to uplift you, but also to be real with you. And I think that's something that we've all tried to base ourselves in, is the concept of not trying to. I know it's a lot of playful hatery that go on in this group, a lot of playful hatery, but
Playful.
seriously, but I like to think that everybody in this group is based in uplifting each other. Like, I like to still think that's the base. So, one question I wanted to ask y'all is just, where do you see the group in 10 years?
Mm.
You got mugs think about how they gonna be when they 50.
I mean, shit. I'm 33, so 10 would be 43. We ain't getting there yet.
Close to 50. Retired.
But in terms of that, just 10 years from now, how do you see that?
I see Chris making a couple million on some stocks and breaking us off a couple pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's what I envision.
Hey, I've been telling y'all, Nvidia.
That joint is
I
stupid.
told y'all that shit when it was $20. That shit is $175.
That's facts.
Liquidate half the stocks in that business shit. I said, hey, sell all that shit. Put it in Nvidia. I don't know where that shit is at. I'm pretty sure it's high up there.
Mm-hmm. You got a few thousand in the video. Okay. So, I mean, I think in 10 years, it'll probably be similar. I think people have the their same lives, responsibilities going. We'll still have the group chat. We'll still have the group FaceTime. I think people will be conversing as they can. Um, Man, I think that's obviously took a large thing of being like we can't physically meet up as much as we used to. So I think that takes
I had a group hologram, then I can slap the shit out of y'all virtually.
we probably would have something like we're probably gonna have like a meta, like a literal it's a meta room or some shit like that. Everybody can VR in or some shit. So I mean it makes sense. What would you say to someone who is looking to reconnect with their friend group?
Too late. I'm bullshit. No, I mean, if it's
I don't
real,
know.
it,
In the
it can
way he,
happen.
it
You
kind of
know,
we only this close because of proximity for real.
And technology.
Nah,
but
not
even
even
then,
technology. We was literally like together.
Oh yeah.
like you said, people leave and come back and do their own thing. It was never a closed door because of the authenticity. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got an authentic connection with a person, you can reach back out. It ain't no thing. It's just you're gonna find out if it's authentic or not when you try to go back. So
Mhm.
just give it a shot.
Agreed. I'd say dive in. True friendships will stand the test of time. So not much should change. It should be just like y'all remember it. You just have to out.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
And
can't
then
if you can't hit somebody up 5 years after you ain't talked to them, it ain't your friend for real.
yeah, I guess you got a good point about that. And the last question I have for y'all before we wrap this up is actually not the last question, just the last thing, the kind of the sign off for that is in one word, I want you to define what this means to you, what our friend group means to you.
Brotherhood.
I think that's
What did he say?
brotherhood.
I'm talking about. I thought somebody else said something. Is Casey in the taking the shit again?
Oh, what'd you
Probably.
say?
He
What'd you
muted.
say? Ian? Oh,
I
Loyalty.
just said that's a tough choice. I'm gonna say loyalty since Rich said brother, even though it's the same damn thing.
Nah, loyalty is different from brotherhood. I think brotherhood is
Yeah.
like
anybody else?
I can't even think else from say.
I see what you mean, though. You ain't gotta be loyal to a brother.
So we got loyalty and brotherhood. Okay.
Hey, family at this point.
Family. I
It's
think
like
that's a
honor.
good. You said what, Byrd?
And put your
With
thesaurus.
honor amongst men. Can you hear me?
We
Is he
see
speaking English?
you pulling books off the bookshelf back there, man.
Honor.
He said honor. Man, go to
He
hell.
typed it in. He typed it in the chat.
Boo. Honor what? Honor D's, nigga.
Okay. I
Talking
think
about some fucking
if I
honor.
had to choose one word, hmm,
I'm sorry. How you sit on that man like that?
Came out of here.
Oh,
Saying shit. That's why
go
you
ahead,
can't,
Rob. I'm gonna
can't
mute
keep your,
myself.
keep
I'm
your
sorry.
word for brother shit. No, not for real serious. I'm just playing.
I don't know, because it would have been like I don't know one word specifically to define it. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
You sound
For
like you
the
said
record, I
something.
like honor. I like honor because you got to be honorable.
Just trying to
You,
save him. We was just talking about niggas being soft. Don't save him.
no,
Like
I ain't trying to say him. I agree with him.
Josh, if you
But
had one, if we're doing the final part of this. If there's one word that you could use to define the friend group, what would you use?
See, look. He said don't save him, bro. His favorite rapper, J. Cole. He don't want to be saved.
you know what I'm saying?
Uh, one word to describe this. Shit. I don't know. I would say like resourceful.
Yeah.
Like, cause like you was talking about earlier, like, saying if anybody needed anything, saying talking to each other, stuff like that. I feel like if I needed something, I could genuinely call on one of y'all. Like if I need something done in my car, we all call Rah Quan most of the time.
Y'all should be
Right.
Ryan Quan.
Yeah, if I ever get into some legal issue, calling you, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I want some free cable, call Casey and Chris.
Whoa. Doing that. You doing that?
So I
Ian,
think
if I need a tattoo, I get Ian to draw me a tattoo.
I
Yeah,
think for me, I think Chris used the one I would say. I think it's definitely family. Not to sound like Vin Diesel or no shit like that, but I think it's definitely family.
Family.
oh man, unhinged. Look at my boy.
All right. So with that being said,
Guys, gonna pull up for some shots, bro.
I got you, dog. Not here in about 15.
All right.
so with that being said, I just want to again thank all of y'all for taking the time. Thank everybody for tuning in. This has been another episode of Maybe I'm Just Not Getting It podcast. I'm your podcast host, Robert Davis. Just again, follow me on social media, Instagram, RTD_III, Facebook, Robert Trey Davis III. Follow the podcast. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and iHeartRadio.
Listen to your favorite
For
podcast.
everybody, for Ian, Rick, Chris, Brandon, Casey, Josh, for Dunk that was on earlier and couldn't make, and had to sign off, for Trent that couldn't make it, Roderick and Quan that couldn't make it. Anybody I'm forgetting? That's everybody, right? Okay. I appreciate everybody tuning in and catch y'all on the next one. And last words, anybody got any last words before I stop recording?
Team drinking is very bad.
Free Diddy.
Okay.
Who said that?
All right. Well, all right, y'all. Peace out.